All right, I am here to yap. This was supposed to come out Saturday. It is now like 12 in the morning on Sunday. But yeah, some stuff happened, stuff happens, life happens, but it's still getting uploaded. So regardless, but yeah, I'm here to yap. I've yapped a good little bit about games over the time of me playing them, and as of recently, I've been giving like my personal takes and things that have been coming from new games, or well, I guess they're not new games, but games updates and things of that nature that I have been actually touching. And if anybody who's like still hangs around my channel might have noticed way back when I used to just talk, right? Just complain about a lot of stuff while having like game footage in the background. And I feel like I kind of miss that, being able to just talk about stuff in general, almost as if it were a podcast, even though it clearly isn't, while having some footage of like the games and stuff that I play in the background. So I figured, what better time to do that than about now? I've been changing up the way that I've been facing a lot of different things, and I thought it would be pretty cool to swap some more things around in my life as a whole, so I figured I would do that here. The footage that you're seeing right now is from Diablo 4, and it's from the season that just ended. So it is 7/5/26 right now. The new season started probably less than a week ago. This would be the season right before that. But regardless, I'm going to just yap about a few things. For starters, I posted... So, I haven't been playing Roblox in a while, right? I've been trying to slowly get back into playing it. I've actually been getting pretty burnt out from playing games as a whole, which is why I don't go around posting too many videos on modding games anymore, or playing games, or whatever the case may be, just because I've just not been feeling up to it as of late. Sometimes I still play some things, but I've been trying to take a break from gaming and get some stuff in terms of life covered, as well as like work towards some other passions. I have a few other YouTube channels, and I only really advertise one, maybe two of them, and those are more so centered around gaming as a whole anyway. But I have a few other channels that have nothing to do with gaming and are more so just, I guess you could qualify them as like passion projects, where I plan on putting bigger projects with other things tied to them on those platforms, like those channels. I just haven't gotten around to it. And so I've been spending some of that excess time working towards that, while also juggling some other stuff just in life as a whole. And that's why you just haven't really been seeing me post a whole lot outside of the normal day-to-day stuff that I deal with. But that's also why I've been like taking a break from gaming super heavy as well, just because sitting in front of a screen playing something that doesn't feel super fun like it used to has kind of been, draining me. So I've been trying out different games, which you'll probably get some videos on that as well. But I've also been wanting to get back into the swing of some other things too. So this is just kind of the channel where everything kind of gets thrown in and everything's mixed around and it's chaotic and there's a lot of just whatever. And then my gaming channel will usually have stuff like my Femboy Fuda House and just kind of like my unedited stuff with friends and my own personal whatevers. And then my other channels are just a mix of everything else. Okay, now that that has been covered, one of the things that I wanted to talk about, so I brought up Roblox. I haven't been playing Roblox super heavily for a very long time. One of the last games that I was playing on Roblox was Deepwoken, and I was on Deepwoken religiously. This was probably almost a year ago now, probably about 7 months ago, 6 months ago. I'm sure the last video is somewhere up on my channel, and even then, I don't even think I was actually playing it around that time. But when I was really playing Deepwoken, I was on it every day, consistently trying to get as much stuff down about the game as a whole. If I would have been uploading the footage from my everyday like play style, I'm sure I probably would have gained more of a following more of an audience because of all of like the crazy things that were going on. And I mean, I have so many different stories I could talk about off of just Deep Woken alone because of how insane my overall experience has been playing the game. But I haven't been keeping my finger on the pulse of the game for quite some time because one of the last times I played, they had released some new update where you were fighting like some Shogun and there was like some new origins and some new oaths and all of this extra stuff, and I wasn't really feeling it. And it seemed like new content, which is always fun, so I tried to get into that new content, and while trying to play, it was like just torture, right? I was either lagging super bad, the game still felt the same that it had, and still had some problems with it that I personally just wasn't a fan of, right? It was just a lot, and I was just like, I'm not really going to keep putting time and energy into this. So I kept backing out. As of late, I have been looking up more stuff on YouTube, looking around, changing my overall search algorithm, just all kinds of stuff. And I stumbled upon a set of Deep Woken videos, which was really interesting to see considering that I haven't played the game in forever. And I don't like go out of my way to go see whatever new updates or changes may have hit the game as a whole. Not super often, at least. So to see the videos popping up in my feed, my recommended, I was like, let me see what people are doing. And one of the last videos I saw recently was from a YouTuber named Solidz, or Solidz, I guess. And I believe I was subscribed to him. I think I still am. So I'm guessing because he was in my feed, Deep Woken, or YouTube rather, decided to advertise his stuff to me, so that I could see, I guess, whatever was going on with Deep Woken, which I think is super cool. I think it's awesome that YouTube is actually feeding me recommendations from people I'm subscribed to, because every now and then I find out that people that I did follow or was subscribed to on YouTube would just unsubscribe me from. I have no idea why. But I decided to check out this video. It showed up on like my front page, my home page, and it's really just a video. It's a progression video. So that's when a character starts from the base game, level 1, level 0, and they make it all the way to max level. And they get all the stuff that they can to fully flesh out their build, their character, get the gear, kind of show their process and or progress. And sometimes they do it with friends, sometimes they do it on their own. And those are the types of videos that I actually genuinely used to enjoy whenever I was playing Deep Woken and had the ability to like tab away and see what other people were doing, because it just gave me ideas and inspiration, not necessarily for my own videos, but just to make stuff and play stuff in my own time. And this specific video by Solidz was a Power Rangers progression. So he had a group of friends run with him. They were each different color Power Rangers, and they go out and they just play the game. And I think this is really cool. I've had some friends to run with in Deep Woken before, but I stopped playing with a number of them for a number of different reasons. Maybe one day I'll talk about it in a video. But one of them was kind of similar to this situation, where Solidz is playing with his friends, and one of their friends is the Black Ranger. And you have the red for their group. You got the red, the blue, the yellow, the green, and the black. And everything's pretty cool, but like in the first 5 minutes of the video, the first thing they do is dogpile on a Black Ranger. Maybe he's a goofy guy. Maybe they're all just really good friends, and that's something normal that they do. And it's not really a problem, right? It's just people playing games. Who's got a problem with it? But as the video like goes on, mind you, this video is like 31 minutes, 35 minutes, something like that. As the video goes on, they're just constantly, well, through all, mind you, a lot of this is edited, right? So even in the edited parts, they're like constantly dogpiling on like the person who plays the Black Ranger. And sometimes it's like them talking about how, you know, they're not really cool with the way that this person plays the game. Other times they just do it because his ranger color is black, and so they make jokes like, you dirty black, you filthy black, you know, stuff like that. And it's like, yo, like, it's cool, right? I think it's cool you're able to play with your friends and enjoy the game and just run through and have a bunch of fun. But it's like, come on, bro, we are watching 30-something minutes of you guys experience playing the game, and there's like half of your group is just talking about how they hate specifically the Black Ranger and calling him boy and telling him to do stuff and all this crazy stuff. And it's like, yo, I mean, if you guys are real close friends and whatnot, that's cool, that's fine. No, you know, no hate. I mean, it's your friend group. But at the same time, it's like, brother, man, you would think that you guys would have something else to joke about other than the fact that somebody's black. So I'm watching this and I'm like, these guys gotta be like 16, right? Like, this is some of the Deep Woken players that I used to play with who would do stuff like this were young, man. They were like 16, 14. But then there were some that were like 23, 24, and it was like, yo, hey, you know I'm black, right? Right? Like while I'm playing with them, nothing going on in a game that deals with black characters, and they just feel the need to be as racist as possible. And it's like, hey guys, you know I'm black, right? And they're like, oh, for real? My bad, man, yeah. And then like we go back to just playing the game, everything's normal, and then one of them slips out again and just starts wilding, and I'm like, hey guys, so I think I'm gonna call it a night, and I just like stray away from that friend group because what are y'all doing, bro? But it's like, okay, right? I mean, if you guys are cool, if that's like how your friends operate, then by all means, you know, play the game. It's meant to be played like with people. It's meant to have fun, so have fun. And I think progression videos are like super entertaining and interesting to watch. But even his, like, actually watching the process of everything that they had going on, I thought it was genuinely really fun to watch. I mean, they're Power Rangers running around, goofing off and doing all kinds of crazy stuff, which I thought was super cool, right? Because that's the kind of stuff that, like, growing up, my friends used to try to do in, like, Champions Online. So it was really cool to see, you know, people bringing it through other games like Deep Woken. And don't get me wrong, from what I was seeing, Solidz is like a cold Deep Woken player. That man is sick. I will admit, that man is sick. I don't know if he can go toe-to-toe with Inu, but he's sick. That's for sure. And it's actually really, like, exciting to, like, watch him go against, like, 2 to 3 different players and to an extent hold his own. And even like his friend group admits, yeah, he's better than us. And I'm like, hey, there's a reason he's the Red Ranger, right? Give credit where credit's due, right? And he wasn't even really the main one making like the black jokes, all right? It was, I mean, he would do a few, but even he had like a place to like chill off and calm down, all right? It was like a portion of his friends that just felt the need to go crazy. And I guess that's not even really like the thing that kind of rubbed me wrong the most of it all. It would be at certain points, his friends would be yelling at the guy who's playing the Black Ranger, not necessarily yelling, but like snapping at him, right? Telling him that he needs to chill, he needs to calm down, he's doing too much. And it's like, yo, we're watching 30-something minutes of you guys playing. Mind you, this is edited, right? So this very well could have went on for like 2+ hours, if not several days, because it looked like at one point he logged off and logged back on. I could be wrong, but you know, for a significantly long time this was going on, and you guys are constantly calling him boy, giving him commands, like specifically pointing out the fact that he's black, or he's this because he's black, he's that because he's black. And it's like, yo, that gets annoying, right? Like you don't realize that like what you're doing is annoying. Even if the guy who's playing the Black Ranger wasn't even actually black, it's like you guys are all going out of your way to target him and like make fun of him and personally treat him as like the punching bag. And if that's your friend group, that's your friend group. But even him, I think like he was constantly fighting the other people on his team, and that's because of the stuff that they were saying and doing. And it's like, you can't be upset that he's crashing out on you because you've been doing this for God knows how long in this one specific video. I don't even know how far back this goes in terms of like friends, right? And so it was just crazy, bro, because at one point they really start getting upset. Oh, you're doing too much. And, you know, they stopped calling him black and start calling him by his name, which was, I believe they said Reggie. It's like, Reggie, you're doing too much. It's like, is Reggie really doing too much, bro? You are doing too much, right? I get it. Maybe the first 5 minutes you guys are just goofing off. You want to get all the whatever childish jokes out of your system, fine. But like 30 something minutes in, and this is edited, right? There's no telling what you were saying and doing when it wasn't edited. Right? This is edited, and y'all are just constantly punching down on Reggie. Like, if I were Reggie, I would not be playing with you guys anymore. That's the kind of mental space you just don't want to surround yourself with people in, right? Whether you like the game or not, right? You get fed up dealing with it after so much time. And what doesn't make it any better is that Reggie was better than you at the game. So every time you called him out on some BS and he started, you know, popping you in your mouth, you would lose. And then you would get upset that you suck at the game and get mad at Reggie. It's like, bro, how does that work? And so all that's going on. And now they're teaming up on Reggie because he's constantly hitting whoever's calling him boy or treating him like a dog. And it's like, yo, you don't understand that you're the one at fault? You guys are the one at fault? And then Solidz is here watching it all happen. And occasionally he's fighting Reggie. And I could see him fighting Reggie for Reggie fighting everybody else. But it's like, you're the leader of the group, right? They're listening to you because it's your video. And you don't tell them to stop saying and doing what they're doing. You see that it's antagonizing Reggie. You see that it's pissing him off. Why are you still letting it happen? Right? It was so weird, bro. It was so weird. And towards the end of the video, Solidz like brings up, because he's like by himself in layer 2, getting ready to like go, well, I guess getting ready to go to layer 2. And he's like, yeah, you know, next progression video, I'm probably not going to have as many friends because this was getting out of hand. And it's like, bro, like, I'm glad you at least had the hindsight to see that. Yeah, because this is way out of hand. Even like, it was like, it's like picking, I guess, the most like capable people for something that you would need done, and they just don't work well together as a team, right? And it's like, you need them to work as a team, and they're too immature to work as a team. And I wanted to make this video because outside of just yapping, there were a few people in the top comments on my end when checking out the video that are like, yo, this is a racism progression, right? Because for a good chunk of the video, yeah, you guys are being immature and racist. It's corny, right? You have literally nothing else to talk about, so you find comedy in punching down on color. Like, that's corny, bro. Like, that's sad. But I mean, you expect that from Deep Woken players. I do, right? Because majority of the fan base are degenerates. But it was just weird, man. It was super weird. And so I left the comment. You know, I'm chiming in with everybody else. I'm like, yo, yeah, like these are the kinds of people I don't play depoking with, because, and I played with them before, so this, it's not like I'm watching this video and, you know, giving my perspective based off watching the video. I played with these kinds of people before. I was in servers with several of them. I was in several like mini like DM chats with a few of them, right? And we would all group up to play together, and it's like, yo, like, you know, I could have been like, hey Reggie, if you're reading this, leave this group, right? But that's not what it was. I was just like, yeah, you know, this is immature and corny, right? Like, what's going on, man? And what I wasn't expecting was Solidz to respond. Bro, that got me. Solidz responded like, I want to say maybe an hour after I sent that comment out, maybe. And he had hearted it, let me know that he saw it. And I was like, oh, wait a second. And then he left a comment off of that comment. And he was like, yeah, so when's the next Femboy Fuda House video? And I was like, oh snap. So it was pretty cool. I mean, a piece of me thought maybe he was doing it as try to like give like a gut punch or something, like, oh man, you know, you're calling it immature and corny, but you're playing this kind of game. But another piece of me was like, you know, maybe he's just being cool, being funny. I didn't really know how to interpret it, but I was just like, the fact that he read it and responded was crazy. I wasn't expecting it. And then like some random guy underneath that comment just put what, like he didn't understand anything any of us were saying. So I was just like, okay. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that because that happened, I think it was yesterday, well, I guess today's Sundays, and I think that happened like Friday. So I was just like, oh man, right? Like that was wild. And then I saw he posted like a VV Ultimatum video, which I've been trying to get into that game. So I watched a little bit of that. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that because of just how crazy it was to me. But yeah, peace. Oh, and in terms of the Femboy Fuda House videos, I've uploaded all of the ones from my first actual play session. It was one of the last games I started pumping clips from, like, into the channel. I put them on my main channel and my gaming channel. It's been a really fun game. I've actually genuinely been enjoying it. The dialogue is insane. The scenarios are pretty goofy. It's been kind of cool getting to, like, learn the characters. My only downside so far is that a lot of the footage I leave as a black screen like this, because there's a lot of things on there that I don't want to get like demonetized for, or whatever the case may be. So eventually I'll probably end up putting some placeholder something in little moments like this. I think by the time that comes is when one of my other channels will be a little more up and running. But until then, it is what it is. So, yeah, I just wanted to leave it at that. And that's the main stuff I wanted to talk about. I hope everybody had a pretty solid 4th of July. Goodbye.